situations, being homeless and everything, man, like I really like mastered the basis of trying to bounce back. Seriously, like I know how to bounce back. But man, that was a real struggle, man. Like going through that surgery and like having this, the tumor come back. Like I had a tumor in my head, and it came back, and like I was like scared, like I didn't want to do it again. I want to get surgery anymore. And like there was a chance, like Mike, you gonna die if you don't get it. So I was like, I gotta put down the drumsticks. I had to deal with this. So that was really hard for me, man. Like that was something. Yeah, it's more than that, man. It's like what I can say. I almost get like a high off when I love when the kids like they see me and when I'm playing, and like it gives me more energy and more inspiration when I go out. Like I put more into it, more effort into it.
I actually grew up in the projects growing up, but I wanted to get away a long time ago because I knew it was gonna bring me down. And not to say like that, but I could just tell by the way things was going at home and stuff, and the way things was going outside of home, like around me. So I wanted to find something to do, and that's what I said about music, because I really love music other than just rap. Before I knew how to do this, and then I just ended up falling into doing this right here, and it started going with the flow, and I was like, look, I'm gonna try to get more into it. I want to actually be like a multi producer. I want to do like all types of stuff, like a composer.
Middle school, we was in middle school, young kids, just wanted to do something. Like didn't want to sit in the house all day. We was young, so we just went to go do it. I was seeing other kids down in Carricktown playing, and I was really influenced off by them. And like after that, I just kept going, kept practicing. And after that, I just started putting my talent out there, man. Ever since that, I just got better and better.
Since I was like 9 years old, I would just, every time I hear music, I would just be standing in the mirror. Not the same old, usually standing in the mirror and rap too, though, but I stand in the mirror and just picture that was me actually making that music too. And I actually was playing like with little music tunes then, though, but that's when I had a little keyboard at the time, though, when I was younger. This started back in 03 when the 6th Street Market was about to close, like maybe 2 years after, though, but we was out there, and there was a friend from us, and we wanted to find something to do. So what we did, we just kept walking around, and then my boy just said, why we don't jump on buckets like the dude Mark Mills? And we was like, all right, let's do that. Let's try that. And we played in front of that. And our first tip was actually from Johnny Johnson, the dude that used to own all the grocery stores from around here at one time. Yeah, but yeah, that was cool. That really inspired us too. Cause I was like, him tipping us first tip, and we didn't even really know how to play like that for real. So ever since then, we just took off with it because we wanted to stay out of trouble.
Continue to do this because I have I do a lot to it. Like I sing, I do art with it. It's like it's so much around it, like around the culture, because I'm multi-talented. I put a whole lot into it.
But we have side buckets where like if there's a lot of paint, like if it's a thin layer of paint in there, it'll make a way different sound. It'll make it like a bongo sound.
Really?
Yeah, and the bass bucket I got right here, my main bucket, I put my foot under, that's the bass bucket. So it creates different sounds, and then that's when we bring the jug in, that too, the water jug. They bring that Congo sound a little bit too. It got like a different like kick to it every once in a while, and we definitely like trying to like bring some different sounds out.
We put like more feel into it. We have more instruments around us. We do a lot of flipping. We do a lot of chanting. We brings the crowd to us. Like throwing a stick up in the air, behind your back, all that. Yeah. I never took any drum lesson before. I taught myself everything. Everything I know, I taught myself. I would have loved if I would have had a teacher, but I taught myself though, so I got some pretty good chops though.
Definitely say Owen does. Owen and Scooter, the two youngest ones. Cause they just getting their feet wet and they just getting started with this. Keep me more inspired too. They inspire me too because they the hype they bring to it. Cause as we getting older, we like, all right, we've been doing this for a while. They started to wear down, and then they just keep us hype when they come around and they just always excited about it, like how we used to be.
This how we started, and this the truth. It was me and my homeboy, my cousin Rakim. We was drumming first on Broad Street. Then Marquis and his brother right here, Leonard. We started.
Me and the crew actually go way back since 6th grade. It's Leonard and Marquis, their brothers, and me and Lorenzo. We cousins actually. real cousins related. And we was already doing our thing together, me and Lorenzo. And, we didn't even know they was drumming too, but we just knew them from school. And one day we was coming back from Browns Island, and we just happened to run into him. We was like, wow, we didn't know you guys do the same thing. He was like, yeah, we was already kicking it in school. So it was like, once we clicked up, we were riding together ever since.
New York. This was Breeze Go-Go when it first started.
This make Go-Go right here. This make Go-Go. There you go, right?
The Go-Go, it started in DC though, but we got our own version, VA version. We sound totally different from the way they do it up there.
I take it back to, man, tell you, it was Fat Album and them started that shit in the junkyard, man. It was Fat Album and them.
Right now.
That's who started it, Fat Album.
They made $1 million off this. Yeah, just off that.
Yeah.
And they had a lot of different sounds. They just don't have, and they have a lot of people doing other things while they perform.
The leader?
I am the leader, yes.
How would the other guys agree with you?
They wouldn't agree with it. They would never agree with it because they always back and forth. You're not the leader, but I put a lot of effort into it. But they almost know it. They know it, but they won't say it. Mm-hmm. They my boys, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that marquee when you see this in future? Low say that. You the CEO of the company, and we the motherfucking bucketheads, all right?
We actually do a lot better in the football games out of town than like pro games. Pro games, we do a lot more better.
I got like at least like 3 favorite places I go to. My Atlanta, Charlotte, Pittsburgh. It's off in Baltimore. Whoa. Played for like at least about like 8 hours. Like 8 hours I played, but it was a festival, and it was more worth it because I made about like 1,700. 2,500 one day.
I could make up to $50, maybe $60 a day. But my usual, like the first of the month, of course, when I catch everybody, I probably can make like up to 110. Yeah, this is the main thing I get money from. Good, and that was actually our best folk festival out of all shows. Is our best festival. We make the most out of that show. Like we used to make like $850 from that. Like, to be honestly truthful, like that was on the last day though. We'll make $850 all together though, but the first and second day we'll make like an extra $150 to $200 a piece within the first 2 days. So we would leave them like $1,000 a piece by Sunday.
You see that festival right there? Get that festival right there. They don't even want us a part of that. How you cannot get us a part of that? Like we the entertainers. And like a lot of people told us.
Don't mess that up. We try to get in the festival. They give us the runaround. Like we go through everything to try to get.
Yeah, it's too much.
Festivals. And we really love the festivals, and we really did. Like before, like they made it a hard time or a big deal. They used to let us play in there. It was no problem, no big deal. But I guess they turned on how much money we were making, and we even asked. When we went to the person that sponsored it, and we was like, we will pay you just for us to play here. And she wasn't trying to hear it.
Like dealing with the police, man. Like almost like 2 years ago, man. It was like on Channel 8. It was like saying we was making too much noise and everything.
It wasn't no big deal. Like when we first started doing it, I guess because we was kids and we were still underage. But now we grown. They own us.
What's the longest you've spent in jail for?
Actually 2 months.
For this? For drumming on bucket?
Yes. People try to throw me off or throw shade by saying, look, dude, you at an age now, you can't always do this all your life. Well, look, I won't plan to do this all my life unless I make it with this.
Yourself stopping?
No.
Never.
Probably like about like 60. Yeah, about around 60, 50, yeah. When you doing something, man, put all your passion into it, man, or don't do it at all, man. That's all I can say.
Cool.
Say is thanks, man. I'm not gonna say that a lot, but thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, word.